How's it going, fellow collectors? So in the house today, we have a very vicious hero, anti-hero, villain. Kind of the label's been changed throughout the years, but nonetheless, we have Sideshow exclusive premium format Venom. This Venom has been out for a couple of years already. Now, it's not considered the best Venom statue out there, but it's the only one in my collection, and to this day, there hasn't been another statue of Venom that I felt was worth getting, that I felt was just massively superior to this one. That's not to say that I didn't like any of the new Venom statues that have come out since this one. I just felt that they weren't better to a certain degree where I would definitely consider that one to replace this one. One of the main reasons why I really like this Venom is because he's actually in a very dynamic pose. A lot of times we see Venom, kind of standing, feet planted, whatever. This guy's feet, as you can see, are completely not touching the base at all. But speaking of the base, what I really like about it is that the base is simple yet complements Venom extremely. And as you can see, the box right here, pretty small, so we have a lot of statue with very minimal space. And just a quick reference to the box right here. This was during that era of Sideshow when they were doing the Spiderman and Spiderman villains, where all the boxes were coming in these awesome comic book panel artwork around the box. If you check out my Carnage, because I do have the Carnage as well, I did a review on him a while ago, it's the exact same thing. But here's just a quick glimpse of the box here. Just put it up for y'all to check it out, close-up look. Way too many things to go into, just kind of check it out. And as you can see, there's different types of comic book panels from different Spider-Man stories right there in the box. But going back to the base, so we can see he's jumping over this, I guess, gladiator type of headstone or fixture. So what that tells me, especially with the bottom of the base right here, with this smoke coming up, he's up in the sky. No, this doesn't give me the feeling of smoke as, well, smoke, versus this being kind of up in the air, clouds, things of that nature. And we can see they're very dark grays, light grays, whites, different things like that to really give it that dynamic look. Going up to this fixture right here, now off the top of my head, I cannot remember what these Roman numerals reference. I know that they actually referenced something, but this was, again, this statue came out years ago. They reference what this reference means, but off the top of my head, I cannot remember. So what I really like about this base is that we can see there's different kind of texture work, different kind of materials being used. As we can see right here with the fixture, I'm guessing he's a Spartan warrior, kind of something of that nature. Obviously, it's supposed to be metal. So we see the smooth sidings with the metal work right here. And also what I really like about it is that it's not just a clean look. Obviously, if it's in the sky, when is anybody gonna have time to get up there to really clean all the grime, dirt, dust? So I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there seems to be kind of like condensation dripping off of this guy. And it's not just that one solid gray, shiny kind of metal. We do obviously see the weathering, the different shadings that are done to make that weathering look. And in the back of this fixture, we do see concrete, bricks, things of that nature, just a kind of a brown, very simply done, but just to give that idea of this is part of the building and this is the fixture in front of the building, just so we can get that idea that yes, this is kind of a sky scene, supposed to be Venom up in the air, skyscrapers, very top of the city, just kind of flinging himself, throwing himself, just flying everywhere. He's firmly planted on the top of the fixture with the symbiote kind of oozing out. I don't know if it's just to get that more of that grip or if it's just in the sense of coming back at him. Now, Venom himself, I really like that Sideshow took the liberty of making him very textured. Now, there's a debate whether you like the smooth style Venom, because up until recently, especially with movies, cinema, things of that nature, we've always seen Venom in comics and cartoons, video games, stuff like that. He's always been very, very smooth. Now, I kind of imagine what he would look like if he was in a smooth symbiote suit. And I would just feel it would just be kind of like a black Spider-Man suit on a very, very buff, muscular guy. So I think the texture work definitely makes that symbiote more ferocious in a sense, to really give it that like grittiness, that griminess, the toughness in a sense, because yeah, the texture work you would see, like it looks like kind of a natural form of armor in a sense. But the anatomy on him is very detailed. Obviously it's skin tight, so we can see pretty much all the muscularity. I mean, just look at the wingspan right here on his lats right here. Pretty freaking huge. And that goes into the rest of his body, obviously the shoulders, the deltoids, biceps, triceps, even the forearms are freaking huge and jacked. And moving on to the hands, ooh, definitely love those freaking claws. I mean, right there, the pose just looks freaking awesome. He's just coming at you with one of those hands up in the air, fully clawed out, like ready just to slash at somebody, tear somebody apart. Wouldn't like he'd probably grab you by the gut and just rip it right out. That's what it looks like to me. Those nails are very talon-like, honestly. And yeah, this is not a dude I'd want to meet anywhere. His legs, you can definitely tell Venom does not skip leg day. Friggin' huge ass legs, calves and whatnot. And the feet too, the big toe. As we can see, we have this big old claw, kind of like a velociraptor talon in a sense. Back here, just kind of swinging back, clawing back his other foot. We can just see that talon as well with the big toe. The white spider, or I don't refer to it as a spider, because it's Venom, I just say it's a tarantula. Not just completely solid white. We do have some different shadows of grays, blacks, just to mix it up, make it look more dirty, grimy, not clean at all. Now this being the exclusive, this does have the two portraits. So this is the one, the regular portrait. And I've always displayed them with this one, just because I think it looks more ferocious. As we can see, the eyes on Venom are kind of more jagged edges, things like that. The teeth are more pronounced, sharper, and that very long tongue. And then over here we have the exclusive, which is the McFarlane inspired portrait. I'll put it on for the rest of the video. It doesn't look bad, definitely gives you that feel of McFarlane, but I just feel that with this Venom, this portrait was more appropriate. So with the McFarlane portrait, we can see the eyes are more smooth, larger eyes. Teeth are actually not as big. They're very short teeth, and the tongue, surprisingly, is not as long at all. But in case you're not familiar with McFarlane Venom, there's a very, very famous comic book cover that's been done to death, multiple editions, color variants, foils, etc., etc. That's a McFarlane one, and I'll put it up just so you can see it, reference it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it before. So I've had this Venom statue for years, and he's actually been on display for just as many years as well. And for good reason. I mean, I really like the statue a lot because, again, just to reiterate, the base complements it. Doesn't have to be an overly done, exotic, crazy looking base. It actually complements the character versus taking up a lot of the statue itself. Venom himself is actually in an action pose versus just being standing up, posing, whatever the case may be. He's actually planted with his arm as part of the base. The anatomy, spot on. There's no more to mention on that. And that portrait just looks super vicious, super wicked. And just send it right there. As you can see, he's just lunging forward. Again, do I feel it's the best Venom statue out there? Probably not. But definitely good enough for me to keep versus buying a new Venom statue. But those are my overall thoughts on Venom here. Let me know what you guys think, so leave your comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment, and as always, collect what makes you happy.